good addition to the category of like other fucking weird shit we hear.
Right?
Does Gomorrah need a mic?
Well, she's gonna get one, I guess, huh?
You need a mic?
She can chill. We didn't go on a walk today, but which we usually go on like 2 to 3 mile walks.
Yeah.
But it was fucking windy today. I didn't want to do it.
Well, it's hell.
But she's been outside like, I mean, probably 3 hours today.
Yeah.
So she's just being a goober. As she does, you know. That puppy life. Where's my bit yellow over here? 5,000 is big enough for Twitch. Get out of here. Get out of here. Miller time.
Oh hey.
Oh, hey, big boy. There should be a lot of them. I wonder what the computer's not turned up. It's a Hondo. Checked everything, pretty sure. Check volume. Can you hear us just fine?
Check.
I think is it under notifications? I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
I don't think there's a save or anything. I can just close it.
I think so.
It's been a while. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Too long. Perfect. Now it should work. It's probably gonna be loud as fuck, to be honest. Ah! I think we were sitting until like 15 prior.
I don't know. It's been a while.
More.
Yeah, I got 'em.
So,
More.
Was that to your liking?
That ranch in your body?
yeah.
I think it was last week. I got like a little. I didn't eat dinner. I got like a little drunk at like Pool League. And I came back here, and I fucking like was like, ooh, there's pizza, and I just like ate it, and I had a terrible Friday. It was fucking bad. I spent a good portion of it just wet farting. Like,
Mine isn't that severe.
well, I don't touch it at all is the thing anymore. So like when I do, it's fucking
Yeah.
It's bad.
gnarly. And I had one piece,
Oh.
and like it just wrecked me. Hey, back up! I'm not done. You're okay.
So if you eat one piece or like 8 pieces, is it the same?
Probably. So like if I did want to go ham, like
Like
obviously,
if you're gonna eat it, just
Go
eat it.
for it.
Right.
Just go like a cheese.
Well, you know when we go to New York, like I'm delegating a day where I'm gonna eat whatever I want, and then the next day I'm not doing shit.
Right.
Take a shower in like a cheese fountain somewhere.
Cheese fountain.
But I want a bagel with cream cheese and a New York pizza. Like I want the jam.
Oh yeah. Me too.
Sit down.
I'd rather be stuck with you after eating that shit than be stuck with you like after you ate whatever fucking shit you were allergic to. Last time with the pepper thing or the nut challenge.
Mm-hmm.
That was bad.
What happened then?
It wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but it was when we did that death nut challenge.
Oh, you guys did that?
So we did it.
Yeah.
Paul and we all did it. And at the third, you only made it to 3, right?
Yeah, after the third one, like my face swelled up.
His face started swelling up.
Yeah, my buddy Killian said he did it, and he said he's never had anything so hot in his life.
I mean, I wasn't to where it was so hot yet but like my
We didn't
face.
get to the 1, 2, and 3 weren't that hot. 4 was pretty aggressive, and 5 almost broke me.
Yeah.
Broke me.
How many were there?
5.
It was 5.
There is 5.
So,
So you got all of
like
it
the
in?
first couple were really good. Like, and then the 4th one had a bit of kick to it. The 5th one
Was next level.
This man, I mean, he was on the floor without a shirt on, so.
So
yeah.
yeah, I do that. So the rules were, and I was the only one who wanted to follow the rules, somewhat, is that once you take that last nut, you can't eat or drink anything for 5 minutes.
Oh,
You just have to experience the burns. It's like, fuck it, I'll do it. So set a timer, and it fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like my body started overheating, so I took my shirt off and laid on the cold concrete, like calmed me down, and just, oh, dude.
It was pretty rough.
Yeah, so then fucking, I was like, okay, it's been 5 minutes, I need milk.
No.
And I know he doesn't have any, right? Because he's lactose intolerant, but I ask anyways. So then I go look, and there is milk in the fridge. So I grab it, start drinking it. And then I realize that it's really expired milk.
It was like a month expired as you're gulping it down.
Yeah, so then I threw up a little bit up there. And then, yeah, it came back down. That's when I was overheating. So what happened up there didn't help either. I was drinking fucking just bad dairy, and then
Yeah.
dealing with, like, it was aggressive. Paul's stomach was hurting the whole time. He didn't really, he took it like a man. He's like, yeah, it's hot. My fucking stomach kills. I'm over here sweating and dry heaving and laying on the concrete naked. It was a good time. Highly recommend.
Oh yeah.
It was a good time.
I would do it again.
Clearly, a good time.
I would do it again, and I want to do it with Eric.
Yeah.
Because I want to see his reaction to that one. Because I know he likes spicy stuff. I know he's on a high threshold. But this was it 15 million?
That's what they said it was, but.
That's what their rating was, essentially pure capsaicin, is what they were calling it. Like,
Yikes.
I'm done about the mill levels where I'm like, it's spicy as fuck, I'm done.
Right?
I don't need pure
Like,
capsaicin.
yeah, but like you can still consume it.
Right.
yeah.
It doesn't taste like battery acid or anything.
Right.
Well, yeah. They weren't too bad in taste. Dude, the first one, there was one of the first two, was made with like this chocolate pepper. It tasted so fucking good.
Chocolate habaneros.
No,
It wasn't even that hot.
It would be, if they sold it by the can as a fucking snack, I would buy it.
As a snack.
It was so good. A little bit of heat. The flavor was interesting with whatever, like, Peruvian, whatever. It had a bunch of, like, exotic peppers in it. But whatever chocolate pepper that was dope.
Yeah, the first two were really good. I mean, honestly, like, I like hot stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, we got my first bottle of Cholula the other day.
Really stepping it up there, huh?
Well, so,
I mean, that Tabasco, the Chipotle Tabasco is like kind of my jam.
I like that stuff. I think it's pretty good.
That's why I still do Chipotle every time I'm there.
well, that's what we had. I found the Chipotle Cholula. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't know they made a Chipotle
They
one.
also make a pineapple habanero.
Cholula?
Yeah, I got a breakfast burrito at church one morning. I went over the hot sauce and I found a bottle of it.
What?
Huh.
So I went to the store and they had a bunch of other kinds, but not that one. But it was so fucking
The
good.
habanero Tabasco's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you dreaming right now?
Dog's laying on the floor snoring.
She's a vivid dreamer. She like.
Was she sleep run?
Yeah, I get kicked in the gooch like fucking twice a night.
Sorry, but that's my fucking favorite. I love when they start just fucking getting going.
She doesn't really like bark. She's like generally pretty quiet. Like we'll be sitting on a fence or whatever, like a dog is just fucking like on the other side, and she just sniffing around, like doesn't bark back, doesn't do shit. Like the only time that she barks when she's not sleeping is like on occasion if somebody's like walking around upstairs or something that she didn't like hear prior. Other than that, she's damn near silent to the point where it's like she will like go to the bathroom inside because she didn't go outside because she didn't tell me because she has no tell. She just is. It's gotten a lot better now that I've scolded her enough times, but the first like week and a half, 2 weeks was pretty fucking rough. So, but she's generally pretty easy. Like, I think it was yesterday, maybe it was the day before yesterday, she was a fucking asshole. Like, we went on our walk, and I have a front mount harness, and she, like, went to go chase a squirrel and, like, basically, like, flipped herself over. She pushes so hard that, like, she doesn't get turned around, she gets ass fucking, like...
It attaches, like, on her chest,
yeah,
right?
so she's just fucking bam.
So it's even, like, on the lower part of her body?
Yeah, because she pulls so hard, this is what it is.
Yeah,
and
it's just physics.
Yeah.
At that point.
So she just goes blonk and just lands on her fucking dome. And then she tried it again, so I like yeeted her into the fucking grass in the snow behind me. I was like, you gotta fucking chill the fuck out. And then she's getting a little better about like not straight up jumping at people like when we're walking by. But again, she'll kill you with kindness. Like she doesn't, she's not mean at all. But she's, a pit bull and 60 pounds and people are afraid of that for some reason.
How is it? She's a bully, and she kills people a lot.
It's so dangerous. I mean, so dangerous. I can't believe how dangerous this girl is. She also, you can like fuck with her like anywhere, and she does not care. Like you can put your finger in her ear, and she's all cool.
Yeah.
Like in the ear, like down, like in her face, like you can play with her paws, like. If she's in a playful mood, then she'll fucking play with you, but other than that, she doesn't, like, she's weird. I've never met a dog that'll do that. Like, you can just fuck with like that, and they don't care. Blow in her face, nothing.
Really? Usually they'll, like...
Come here.
They'll do the bite at you thing.
Solid.
Just absolutely nothing. And once we get past like the puppy stage, here in like 6 months to a year, when she hits like that, year and a half, 2 years range, she's gonna be pliable and easily, that's when the training really starts kicking in. Right. Unfortunately, the first like, year, it's hard. But I need to if she does get bigger, I think she's just gonna get heavier. I don't think she's gonna get much bigger.
She'll just fill out.
Yeah. And she already is a little bit too, like for like I noticed like the first like week and a half, she was like staggered. Her front legs were shorter than her rear legs, so she was all fucking race car. But now she's like, they're lengthening out, and that's why she's been and it's the last like couple of days that I've noticed it's been straightening out a little bit. They're still a little longer in the back, but not as bad. Goober. That just should have been her name in the first place, is Goober.
Yeah.
Look at those teeth,
Isn't it silly like how much you can fuck with her?
Yeah.
And she just got the happy tail.
Pretty chill. Pretty chill, huh? Just mark.
Yeah, I had to get a new headset because on New Year she decided I needed a new one.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Did she eat it?
That's why we got
she didn't like chew, like you would think like chew. No, she like thrashed it.
Oh.
There was like pieces behind other like that she definitely was throwing it around. She was not happy with it, so I got the Primo fucking Logitech.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
This metal like. I got them on Amazon as renewed, but they were brand new. And with all brand new packaging and everything except for
like
the outside box.
Price or something?
$100.
$100.
And they're normally $200.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
half
those are
price.
super comfortable.
Right? And they come with leather ear cups too, but hey.
Hey.
Calm down.
Oh, they come with both.
Well, even just like
Yeah.
That's cool.
the band isn't like too strong either. Like it holds, but it's not aggressively squeezed.
Yeah. Gomorrah.
Yeah. Oh.
Chill out, boo boo.
I know. My dinner was delicious.
But they're actually awesome. Like they have like blue mic stuff. But yeah, she like.
There's not enough room.
She thrashed it.
Up here.
Yeah, she's gonna be the 80-pound lap dog.
Yeah.
Huh.
No. No. No.
We're not doing anything bad. We're just picking up.
She's like,
this is the bad thing.
You're just a baby.
You lied. You said this wasn't gonna be bad.
big old baby.
Big old baby. Yeah. You big old baby. No. Sit down. Chill out. I'm gonna put some coals on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing, huh?
Could be.
Could be
a thing.
Could not be.
What it is. Even up the table.
Yeah.
You don't get any of this. You know people food. Unless it falls on the floor.
Then you gotta beat me to it, bitch.
No, she can have people food if it falls on the floor. I'm okay with that.
If she beats me to it. Because I'm also allowed the same rule.
Okay. That's where you're going with it.
Yes.
Which way am I supposed to talk into the mic here?
Back, this side.
The side?
The back.
These mics will pick up your voice if you were in another room.
Oh, like that.
Yes. So it's better if you're talking to this end.
It's got that nice, like, broadcasting sound. You know? Wrong tube or what?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
I have an arrow wing, and I coughed a little bit. There's a little piece in the back of my nose.
It's like, hey, remember me?
Yeah. That's great.
So the comedy show tonight, I don't know who it is. I was just like, free tickets? I'll take free tickets, you know?
I mean, free, whatever.
Cherry Cola is not bad.
I do love that the largest tab is how you get free tickets.
That is great. Which means you're always going to get free tickets.
Pretty close.
Unless like a group comes in on one tab.
I mean, but we usually just have one tab too, and that, like...
Yeah, but you and I...
Right, we can drink the same amount that 4 people drink, so...
Yeah.
I haven't been drinking a whole lot, actually, just because, like, nobody's been doing anything, so...
Yeah, I haven't been either.
I drink on Thursdays, and that's about it.
So I have a whiskey or a beer when I come home. That's about it.
Yeah, I got nothing. You know me, because I'm not drinking unless I'm partying, so...
Yeah.
The classic cola, 100 calories.
Yeah.
So classic.
Naturally flavored.
I mean, no sugars is not that classic.
Right.
It's true.
And no cocaine, so also not that
They
classic.
did not put that on the label. There might be.
It smells like Coke.
Holy shit, it does.
It doesn't quite taste like
What if I
Coke.
could clean a toilet like Coke?
I mean, it's got booze in it, probably. No sugars, it's not sticky. So.
That tastes weird to me. Do you taste Christmas?
So, do you remember... What was the Coke before Coke Zero? That was like the Coke, like the no sugar. It does taste like that. But Coke Zero tastes more like Coke.
Just diet.
No, there was one that was no sugar, no. It was like that whole like. It was not Diet Coke.
I don't know.
So
Coke,
like
Diet Coke, Coke Zero.
There was one before Coke Zero, but I can't remember what it was called. It was like only lasted for like a couple of years because the flavor was kind of shitty, and that's kind of where it's at. Like it's not like these would be rad in the sun.
Right.
Like you're just like vibing like in the sun.
Yeah, like a barbecue would be great.
Yeah.
Just something light.
I'm hoping that lemon lime is like fucking good.
You don't taste Christmas?
I don't get the Christmas vibe from that one. Are you missing Christmas already or what? Like 3 weeks ago.
I taste Christmas. It's like
Like,
this.
I don't understand like the flavor profile of Christmas.
Yeah.
Does it taste like honey ham to you? Like.
Well, it tastes like actually like a tree.
It tastes like a tree. You're in the
It's
habit
got
of
this weird like sprucey.
you're in the habit of
nest
eating
to it.
trees.
Do you not get that?
Hi,
No.
why are you licking my sweatshirt?
She licks everything.
Hello.
Again, move her if you have to.
Alright, you can be here if you chill. But you gotta just chill.
Chill.
Okay. Does my sweatshirt taste good?
So she is so slobbery because she's got that massive slobberness in it. She's so slobbery. There's occasionally like she'll like be licking it like herself or whatever on the bed. So much that like I think she'll like pee the bed
Oh,
because
yeah.
she's so slobbery. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Mary did that, but she would lick. Like she would go and find.
Oh
a
yeah,
spot
no,
on the
she's
couch.
licking.
Yeah, so she would go and lick, and then you turn it around 10 minutes later. There's this giant wet spot. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, I was like pissed at her one day. I was like, man, you can't even fucking pee on the bed, you fucking dumb bitch, like the whole thing. And I pulled it off, and I was like, is it though? And like I smelt it. It was like a couple weeks ago, and I smelt it, and I was like, it's not pee, but it's already off now. I'll just wash it.
Last week when I was sick and I had that really high fever, I went to bed and I was like freezing cold, right? So I had 3 blankets on. And when I woke up in the morning,
Just the salt bath.
dude, I had sweat so much in the bed, it was like I pissed the bed. Like we had to wash everything.
All of the things.
Yeah. Like I woke up and I was like, God damn.
And then you're just pounding water.
Like
you sweat
everything
so
was
much.
just wet.
Right.
I was like, Jesus. Yeah. Hi. Yeah.
Clean your clothes.
Now
It's
I have
fine.
AC, so it doesn't matter. But I used to get really bad in the summer. We didn't have AC
I couldn't believe your
before.
mom didn't have AC in that fucking house.
I don't know how she didn't have it.
We live
I'm
in
not surprised, but that's how my mom.
we live in an arid desert.
Yeah. It gets hot as shit here in the summer.
Her justification would always be, she's like, well, growing up in Hawaii, we didn't have AC. We just
Well,
opened
yeah,
the
but you
windows.
didn't need it there.
I know.
They don't have heaters either.
Yeah, it's like way
We
different.
just have an ocean and a volcano.
Yeah.
That's your science fiction.
Yeah, it's way different.
like it's like they don't have either one of those things because water temperature is roughly 70 degrees. What is the human body
Right.
like the most? 70 degrees.
Yeah.
So here we are. Yeah.
A little hot, here's a breeze. A little cold, let's bubble this guy up a little bit.
Right?
Gamora, chill out, girl.
Oh, well, knock you out.
She has like I was gonna make a fucking a racially motivated joke, and I think I'll leave it alone.
I think the orange is better than the lemon lime.
The
I'm
orange is
leaving
better than
orange
lemon
for last because I'm excited for orange.
The orange was pretty good.
Especially when I'm high, it's my favorite. Wow.
In that situation, grape soda is the jam
Yeah.
for me.
Grape
Like,
soda for sure.
or cranberry juice. I can just drink. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Cranberry juice? Like that's just what I think. Like when I'm like fucking like if I'm high as shit, like cranberries are kind of on my brain for some fucking reason. That's what I want cranberries. And cranberry juice, I could just drink too much of it. Obviously.
Yep.
When it's leaking out of my mouth after taking a nap. Have you heard this story?
No.
So we were in
fuck?
Cleveland, Ohio,
Yeah.
and it was we used to go to this race on Thanksgiving. So it was this hotel, and like on Thanksgiving, like the breakfast, like you didn't normally it was like include the room was like this buffet thing.
Yeah.
Well, with his like he had like a Holiday Inn points or whatever, so we got a buffet.
Yeah.
But then on Thanksgiving, it wasn't a buffet. They just like let you order whatever the fuck you wanted to order.
Yeah.
And so I ordered, I don't know how many cranberry, like full large cranberry juices. And I drank so many of them.
It was
And then-
probably like 8 or 10 of them.
Yeah, it was like a good, like, because you know how I drink liquids, it's fucking just immediately down my face. So I drank a shit ton of it. It's because normally you pay fucking $3 a fucking glass of that shit.
And they're just kept bringing them.
Yeah. So we went back to the room to wait for our races. We all like kind of like took a nap. Well, I took a nap, and I fucking woke up and my pillow was all fucking like red.
Yeah. It looked like you'd been bleeding on it.
Jesus Christ.
It was pretty funny.
What are you doing?
She's in the
Dude,
plane.
I swear they're related. You're exactly
You mean
the
they're
same
the same breed?
Yeah, they look. I guess I didn't show Dan.
They're so vicious, you know. They don't know.
Yeah, she's about to kill me. Watch.
I mean, obviously,
yeah,
you taste
totally.
it. She's like,
So,
you know, licking you like a hard candy or something right now.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, yeah, lost that one.
Yeah, she
Didn't think that one
she
through.
doesn't really like that people are bigger than her.
You're such a goofball, man. You're exactly the same. So this is the dog I have with Jordan.
Oh, okay. Wearing a hat. Very nice.
Yeah.
It looks just like Kamara.
Very similar. She's
So
got the long pit bull face.
Yeah, she had Weimaraner with her, so she was more long and lean, but she was the runt, so she never got heavier than 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So she already outweighs her. She's 8 now, apparently. She's got more of the Mastiff. She's got a bigger build. On the
Yeah.
body. And a shorter snoot.
She was like, "What the fuck was that?" She was like, "What the fuck did you just do to me?" That was great. That was
fuck you just do to me?
That was funny as shit.
Like mad and disappointed at the same time.
There was one time we went me, Amanda, and Eric went on a hike with her. And she like jumped at a couple people, and I had I had it hooked to her back then, the leash.
Mm-hmm.
But like I grabbed her one fucking hand and like put her into my arm, like cause I was like nope, and just rock immediately just hold on, and she was like, "What in the fuck did you just do there?" Because she was like unprepared.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. Yeah, she was just jumping at these fucking random girls, like probably like late teenager, early 20s, hiking in like the whitest of white shoes.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's a bold move.
She'll look great on Instagram too. Top of that mountain, but you got some nice white kicks on. Look at this go.
There was no way they were white by the time they hit the top. To be perfectly honest, Dad did not make it to the top. Like I'm not trying to like me or anything, but he didn't make it.
Yeah.
And it's only like that hike is what, like I think it was 4.5 miles total, up top and back. There's no way he did, not possible. But I need to get some fucking based on that fucking thing. I need to get some fucking cross country skis, and a fucking harness, so she can just go.
There you go. Have her tow you around.
Right, and then in the summertime we'll get like the fucking like long roller blades, like the ski style ones.
Yeah, there you go.
And then she can just fucking tow me around, because when she's pulling, it's hard to like.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a 260-pound man. It's like, bitch, like stop. She is on that fucking. I'm pulling right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's what, 60 pounds of,
Muscle.
90% muscle.
Yeah, I mean, again, she's already as heavy as, Baloo is, and Baloo's taller and, size-wise larger.
Right.
I mean, look at them quads on that bitch.
Yeah.
They're like fucking hams.
Need some work. It's alright.
So when she punches you in the face when you're waking up, it's always great too. She's all,
Fucking Christ.
She's all, hey! Hey, pay attention to me.
or when she kicks you in the gooch at fucking 3:30 in the morning. And you're
Yeah.
like, cool.
Why are your ears like that?
Again, she's like barely like
Uh,
fighting back on the situation.
She's starting to get agitated. Hey, what's up?
shoe maskers.
Have you ever done that to dogs before?
Yeah.
I didn't see her face for it though. I'm sure
It was pretty great.
I'm sure it was spot on. Of like, no, thank you, sir.
Her cheeks and her neck started to do the thing. It just didn't make the noise.
Yeah.
It's funny when she sticks her tongue out, it's just so goddamn long already. It's like stupid.
You have a long tongue? See it? Let me see it. Come here. Let me see it.
She is over this shit now.
It's cool. Let me see
See,
it.
this is what we're gonna do, like, to get her to stop fucking with you. She's gonna fuck with her so bad.
Let me see your tongue. Let me see it. Come here. Let me borrow it for a second. I'm trying to show the internet your long tongue. Come here. Oh, there it is. Come here.
She just immediately retracts that.
Okay, I'll stop. Feel better? Oh, yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm pretty excited to do it tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
Ice go-karting.
Yeah.
Sad that Amanda can't.
Not doing that.
Yeah.
Where are you guys doing that?
Denver somewhere?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, we bought tickets a couple months ago.
It would have been like right around Louie's birthday, so right like Thanksgiving-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've only gone like go-karting like once since we went fucking the Mario Kart one. The one that I missed out like 0.2 of a second to get the fucking trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Pissed, especially being a big boy like I am, you know, like, so mad. I was like, 0.2 of a second, are you kidding me? But that's just, you know, go-karts. I'll bring my helmet tomorrow so I don't have to fucking put no fucking headstock on.
Same.
I also put the camera mount on the helmet too.
Yeah, I have one on mine. I'll have to find my my GoPro and whatnot.
I still just taste Christmas. I don't know. It's weird.
Just Christmas. I don't know what flavor your like profile like you're looking at there.
Like a pine or a Bruce type of thing.
A Bruce?
What the fuck is
A spruce?
I was like, you're tasting
Bruce?
Bruces now?
It's
like a
short
dude?
for blue spruce.
A dude.
It's short for blue spruce. Is what it was in my mind, but it came out.
I know that you like, you know, penises and things, but
That's also
I'm
fine.
surprised about this Bruce. Like, I don't know about. I don't. How does Michaela feel about Bruce?
She's fine.
She doesn't know about it.
She is Bruce. Some good thing.
We don't talk about that though.
She becomes Bruce. You know, there's that like,
Yeah.
you know, and it's got some straps on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
They're into pegging.
Yeah. I mean, he
Or Bruce.
he found butt play in like the last like,
Brucing.
couple of years, so it's probably, you know, once you find it, you kind of just go.
Yeah, they're into,
all the way.
They're into what they like to call bruising.
What they like to call Brucing, I love it. It's fantastic. That is the TikTok fucking one from this fucking thing.
I know, it's insane.
I put the video of her on a reel, like with the two Roombas running around. I don't know if you saw that. So yesterday I pulled the Roombas out. Because like she likes to like, she doesn't like bite the Roomba, but she like fucks with this one. So I brought the louder one out also, and they're both just fucking doing their thing. And she's just like, what in the fuck is happening right now?
She's just chasing around or what?
I mean, kind of, but like also not really at the same time. Again, because she's just kind of chill.
Does she nip at it?
No, not really.
You want to say something? Okay.
Well, she's like just wants to
Figured
lick
that
it.
would happen.
She like kind of like but then like didn't do anything with it.
Just feeling it. I don't have a hands, so I gotta use my mouth.
Yeah. I don't have any thumbs.
Yeah. Thanks.
I mean, we're lucky that she is so friendly. Like,
I love you too.
because if she was like aggressive at all,
That'd be a problem.
she would go away probably.
Look at she's biting me. You get sued for this.
I know, so dangerous.
And it's on the internet. I have proof.
Yeah, it's on video.
I have proof. That she's vicious as fuck.
She's so vicious.
Look at that.
I mean, you're the next tree. It's fine. Yeah, she's just lovey-dovey all the time. When she does get in that playful mode, like, you gotta watch out for that fucking rope getting swung around.
Yeah.
Hey, Gamora.
I'm sure. Well, there's dope zigzag pattern on her tail. You see that? That's fucking rad.
Of course I've seen it.
Stand up. Let me see your butt.
That shit has been...
Let me see your butt.
Let me see your butt.
Yeah, she's got the braided tail.
That's freaking
Is
dope.
that cool?
That's so cool.
She's actually darkened up quite a bit in the past, like, couple weeks, too.
Yeah, she was a lot lighter.
Yeah, she's darkened up quite a bit.
She's got a brindle, but it's formed like stripes.
She's a bit, like, the more I look at her, the more I realize, like, that she is mastiff in there. You know, when Mom first brought her here, I was like, this is pit bull only. You know, other than the braided tail, I was like, this is a pretty pit bull only. And now that I've looked at it again, her hind legs are fucking mastiff. You know, she's got like the jaw, like the in here is very mastiff. She's concerned for some reason. He's fine. He's just talking on the phone.
Wow.
I just hear the little.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, did you have fun?
So the orange is better than the lemon lime, kind of.
I think so.
Because a good Sprite.
That's my palate, though, too.
A McDonald's Sprite is like the jam. That I mean, like I like McDonald's Sprite. McDonald's Sprite and Coke is like the jam. Go down. Go down.
But actually, it seems kind of sweeter than like an actual Sprite.
It's because the aspartame is more sweet. So that's why, like, you know, like when I was training for that Spartan race, totally. But when I cut all that sugar completely out, they're like, well, you can just do like this, and I was like, no, because it does the same function. Your body just goes in the same mode. Because it's like, oh, like sugars are coming in now. So if you're eating with that, it's, you know, you're just gonna put on weight.
This says 0 sugar, right? And then the second ingredient after water
Is sugar.
is cold fermented cane sugar.
So if it's under like a certain percentage, that's surprising actually.
I guess that's how they get the alcohol, though, because it's
Well,
fermented.
it's fermented, yeah.
Fermented, right?
Well, I mean, it's even got sucralose in it too.
Which is a type
So
of
yeah,
sugar.
like it's like one of those, like it's under like a gram, they can put 0 sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a stupid fucking rule, but like obviously less than a gram of sugar is
Right.
nothing.
Oh, nice.
Malted rice, caramel color. Why?
Because
Just
it's
leave
got
the
to look like cola,
just leave the coloring out of it.
right? So
I
did you
mean-
figure out if you can get a water block for your...
I can, but I think that
GPU?
like since it's like the ultimate RGB one too, I'm just probably leave it alone to be honest.
Yeah.
Because what I'm gonna, try to do
It's
is once,
For the Win 3 or whatever, right?
yeah. So once it the new stuff comes out later in the year and I have my money right again, I'm gonna drop another fucking couple G's and then keep moving down the line so I can start. I want to get to that fucking make my rent money from
Oh, right.
crypto scenario. So I'm gonna try to like keep just adding on to it.
I will.
I don't know.
VUR.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to like do that same thing. It's just like, you know, like what you're doing too. Is just pile up enough that like it will keep going and.
Yeah, lately it's been not paying very good, but.
Yeah, once it goes back up again, because it will. I've been moving a little bit over into like other coins.
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to like build up enough like, you know, crypto.com coin, the Crow.
Oh yeah.
And then I got that helium miner where I'm just like leasing it, but like it was free, and they pay only like 20% of the helium, but like I pay shipping on the unit and nothing else. So.
Oh well, that obviously won't take long to.
No, it's going to be about a month or
pay for itself.
Yeah, about a month, and then once I do the 5G for helium, I'm going to do helium, you know, a 5G helium miner.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get into it when you could just build your own. So before, in the beginning, because all they are is pretty much just Raspberry Pis and box with, you know, the antenna scenario on it.
Right.
And you used to be able to make your own. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I don't know how you would validate it though. Like, I couldn't find really any information on that. It was like when I was waiting for mine to show up, I was like, oh, maybe I could use my Pi that I have.
Well, the problem that like is getting the transmitter part, you know, the transmitter receiver part.
Yeah.
Because that part was like, you can get it now by itself, like the one that's in my helium miner. Like I can buy one.
Really?
But you can't make them anymore. You can't validate. You can't. You used to be able to validate them through like a service or whatever on the thing. I found out how you could do it, but you can't do it anymore.
Oh.
They removed it.
Oh, okay.
And they removed it like not that long into the scenario.
Got it.
But like I'm trying to like right now like I'm CPU mining through on Mineable. So I have two like fast CPU miners or whatever. So like I'm mining Shiba right now.
Really?
Yeah, so it's this unmineable thing. You just basically like put it for, you know, I'm using XMRig for my CPU stuff, and which typically would be like from Monaro or something else. Like, you know, I was doing RTM, and once I get like,
Did that go away or?
no, I'm still like I still have my RTM. It's in a node what I've already mined, and then once I'm going to mine 1.5 million sheep, which is not like a lot of anything, but like just to have a stash of it.
Right.
It does go up to like a couple of cents. That's
right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna like do that with them. I'll send you the link for Unmineable if you want.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go back to RTM.
Do you have to have an AMD for it to work, or?
You can do it on you can hook. So basically, you mine ETH, and they pay you in the coin that you want.
Yes.
That's basically what it is. So I have two fast CPU miners that like, you know, together the wattage is less than my 3080. So I'm like, well, if I can like, it'll take me, so on the Ethereum network to pay out for Sheeb, you need 1.5 billion. That's just what it is.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
I'm doing that specific amount, and then once I'm paid out on that one after 2 months, then I'll go back to mining probably RTM, which is currently still at like 2 or 3 cents a coin right now, and I have, you know, I probably have $50 worth of it. But like if it ever fucking goes, you know, to $100, I have 1,500 of it currently. So I'm like, it could be fucking, you know, a good, you know, good scenario. But that's
right.
Much like everything else. You kind of just have to wait for it to be a thing.
Yep.
So I'll probably go back to that one. Just
chances are it won't do anything, but.
Well, the thing is, like, it's still profitable to mine on those. Like paying for electricity is still like a little bit over.
Okay.
So even at like 2 or 3 cents a coin, just because I get about 150 every like 2 or 3 days with the pool that I found. With the two, again, I have the 3900X and, you know, 5900X, so it's like,
right.
You know, a lot of, you know, pony power there.
Yeah.
And then they're obviously just mining when I work. So I have like all my network storage drives in the black computer. And then, so like all my downloads and stuff go back to those drives, so I don't fuck with my current drives.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 threads turned off on 5900X mining Sheeb. When I was mining RTM, I could have all of them on.
You got 2 turned off so that you can just still use it.
Yeah, so I
basically.
can use it just fine. Like obviously,
Yeah.
like my download speeds like suffer just because like it's one of those things that it pumps up tons of heat. That's why like the windows open. Like, but if I have the door open upstairs, it's not that bad.
Well, I mean, I'd rather do that than burn.
Well, and even when
burn
it's
gas.
yeah, right. I'm not paying. I'm making money off my heat.
Yeah.
So. Because I think the energy bill went up like $35 or $40 with both of them mining, and I was making about $200 to $250.
So our sump pump died, and you talk about heat. It was like
boiling the.
It was like I don't know how long it was running, but it was running for a long time. And so I go into the basement. 2 or 3 days ago. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Yeah, and it was just sitting in the pit, just running. But it's not like super loud, plus it was underwater, right?
Right.
And I wander over there and I'm like, oh shit, it's that. So pull the cover off the pit and stuff. And
smell your own garbage,
And it's hot when I pull the cover off. Hot tub hot. It was fucking hot. And I was like, oh, that's probably not good.
Hot tub hot.
No, it was.
The 100-degree fucking water.
It had to have been over 100. I didn't check it, but the plastic cover was hot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So this liquid cooled scenario is.
So
On fire.
I
imagine how fucking fiery that ball of mess would have been not in water.
right.
Well, it would have smoked
Well,
up
and
and
it
died.
said it was
probably.
thermally protected at 104 or something. I guarantee it that didn't work. Had to have been
Over that.
way over that.
Wild. I saw you the thing. It was those are the best
I
ones.
unplugged it, and then I grabbed the shop vac and got the pit emptied out. So there's actually 2 pits down there. There's one, the sump pump, which is the perimeter drain and whatnot. That's the one that died. And then the other one is an ejector pump. If we ever put a bathroom in the basement, it gets rid of the sewage.
Okay.
So currently there's no bathroom, so there's no
Right.
sewage.
What
It's
is that
just
pump called?
an ejector.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's a shit ejector, legit.
It's essentially
Yeah, but imagine if it was it came into a pipe and then up out of your backyard, just launching
I'm sure there's people that do that.
right. It just
It's
fucking
everyone
launches into the neighbor's yard or something.
waits until it makes this little fucking missile out of poo. Just boom, gone.
Basically, it's
Be
a
pretty
garbage disposal and a sump pump together. Yeah.
Makes a smoothie. It's just fucking gross.
So currently the only thing that goes in there is the condensate from the heater, right? So it's just water. So I took the shop vac and sucked the water out of the one pit where the pump died and just drained it into the other one, since that pump still works. So I did that a couple times to get the other pit emptied so I could pull the pump out. So I pull the pump out, and it's not quite too hot to touch, but it's
This hot potato scenario.
it's pretty fucking hot. Yeah. So I got that out of there, and I'm 99% sure that it died because when they built the house, I don't think they cleaned that out.
Wow.
So it was all full of dirt and rocks and shit.
All of the extra shit from, just standard
Construction.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny, in our crawl space, you can see where, they did a pretty good job making the rest flat. You can see where they fucking gave up.
Yeah.
Because there's it's right under where, it's by the sump pump, Because I don't know if do you have a crawl space or a basement?
We have a basement.
Yeah, so we just have the little crawl space.
Yeah.
So it's in our closet, and the ladder goes down into it, and it's like right under the ladder, looking straight down into the hole. It's like they just said "fuck it," and left the pile of dirt and just took the wrap and went over it, and kept.
Oh, so there's like a lump.
There's like a giant fucking mountain just under this tarp. Like the fucking radon mitigation sealant
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Just this giant mountain of dirt, and then it goes to the wall.
All right.
But like it's flat when it goes into the wall. Like it's just a pile. They didn't shove it all. They made a pile and just left it there. It's funny as shit.
So.
My mom was so mad when we first got that house, or when she first got that house. I was helping her move in, and we were going to the crawl space. She's like, "Be careful! Like, don't tear this. This is what's keeping like future radon and shit out." Like they just made it very clear. Like, just don't tear it. If you do, tape it very well.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah,
first
it's
thing
just a plastic bag,
yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, and I'm moving stuff into stores, and the first thing I do is drag a fucking tote across it.
Rips a big hole in it.
It's a tear. She's like, "What did I just say?" I was like, "Get the tape." I'll fix
Well,
it.
I mean, it's one of those things where like pretty much everything protects you from radon.
Hi.
It's not like it's a crazy scenario. That's why like a lot of like older housing mitigation is they put a fucking fan on it.
Right, that's all it is, mitigation.
Yeah, so like it's not it's an inert gas is all it really is.
And that just prevents it from even coming out. There was one house she almost bought that there was like this weird little crawl space. It was a tri-level, split level. Under the middle level was the crawl space. But it wasn't covered or anything, and this house, so where we live now, it was in the neighborhood to the north. It was one of the houses that backed up against the pasture right there.
Oh, okay.
That was one of the houses she was looking at. We ended up, the first time we went, it was great. Did the home inspection, it looked nice. It was a little bit of like farmy kind of feel, what she wanted at the time. Then they did the radon test, and it was like 1,000 times the limit of what it's supposed to be. Like, it was bad. They went to the crawl space, and it was just dirt, no cover on it, with like deep cracks. And we found out that was like, it was a really, all the drainage in the neighborhood went to that house. Because we were there with the home inspector the second time, and he let me go up on the roof with him, and I looked out into the backyard, and there was a giant fucking pond just in the middle of the yard, where it dips low, just from all the runoff. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it is.
And we're like, if the water table's that high right here, then eventually that water came up into the crawl space, and then it went back down and created these deep cracks. I could stick my arm down in between the dirt.
Oh dang.
Like deep, and that's where all of it was coming from.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is we don't deal with the moisture problems the same way here as like other places. Like I watched a TikTok the other day where like literally their basement is literally just water, and it's supposed to be. Like the house is designed for it. Like it's just there's like windows or whatever in there just because they are. Like, because the water table is so high that like it just is a fucking water. Just standing water.
Like a pool?
Yeah, but it's like it'd be like in here if the water was up to here.
That'd be kind of rad, actually.
Like, I guess if like you like cleaned it up and like did the thing where you could like.
I'll say, could you put like a filtration system on
That's
that?
what I'm saying. You have like a fucking pool in
We
your
don't have
basement.
a basement. We just have a fucking underground pool. And it starts halfway down the stairs. So
Yeah.
there is no down.
That'd be so sick. You just like walk down the stairs into the pool in your basement.
But there's places in this country like that's what it is.
You have a fucking hole in your kitchen floor, and you can take this cover out and just jump through the floor into the pool.
Right.
Fuck yeah,
You
dude.
just have like a fucking
That'd be
like
sick.
you have like a fire pole into that bitch.
Right?
It would be pretty rad. Don't get me wrong.
Imagine having like a big opening, like in the middle of a. Like
You just
picture like,
cannonball from your living room down into the
yeah,
basement.
like, if there was a basement under this, like there's no table here, there's just a floor or a hole right here.
Right?
There's a hole there. And like you just see people
That'd
just
be sick.
they just come through the room for a second. Yeah. So we're having casual conversation, just someone just through the room, just down into the basement pool.
That's
Very
very
good. I like this one.
Kicking.
I like this one a lot actually.
Yeah.
I think my mouth's broken, to be honest.
Your mouth is broken?
This just tastes like sweet gin to me. I got a tree
It
stuck
does
in my
not taste like gin at
No,
all.
I've got a tree stuck in my mouth somehow.
I mean, I know how, but.
I mean,
Fucking Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce.
Try again.
Christmas.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're just broken.
You got Bruce stuck in your mouth.
Yeah. It's not bad though. It could be worse.
Right. I mean, luckily, if you like gin, I guess. I don't like gin.
I don't.
No, but it's
This is not
just,
great.
maybe it's just not like, I don't know. It does not taste like any of that to me.
No.
I'm about my mouth. Jesus. My mouth.
To me, it tasted like those drops you put in water to like flavor it.
Mio stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's it's a seltzer, but it's hard soda.
Right.
So it kind of like has that
It's
like.
pretty
vibe
much
to it.
that. Yeah. How do you like that one?
This one's pretty good.
They're all not like I
None
would
of them have been like bad or anything.
again like I think
none
you'd
of
be better off if
I think I started with the best one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I left orange for last.
I also left it for last, so
There's no grape though. There should have been like
yeah. If there was grape,
there should have been a
I
cola
would substitute this one for grape.
and a grape.
Or the cola. The normal cola.
yeah, I think that
Well, they have two colas because they have the cherry.
It's the cherry and the classic. I like the cherry more than the classic.
They should have got rid of one of those and had a grape.
Get rid of the classic.
they should just like so have it's only in variety pack. They like just have like a bunch of random flavors.
Yeah.
I thought about also getting the Bud Light lemonade because I haven't had that yet, and I kind of like the natty like lemonade, the natty days or whatever the fuck they
The
call.
pink ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Oh, Natter Days? Yeah, those are fucking rad. Especially the pineapple ones.
Yeah. They're all pretty. I mean, I kind of like this. Like, there's no like, I'm a man, I drink man shit like going on anymore. We just drink. Everybody
drink
drinks
whatever
all
the
the
fuck
right
they
shit. And yeah, obviously, like I'm not a big seltzer boy. These ones are. If I was drinking seltzers, these would be the way I'd go, or ranch water, obviously.
Ranch water's good. There we
The
do.
prickly pear one is really good.
We do Mike's on those with the cut water cocktails.
Those are dangerous as fuck. Have you ever seen those? They're like, so if you get the margaritas, they're like 12%, and there's 4 of them.
Oh, jeez.
And so you just get fucking rowdy real quick on them. But
And they taste so good.
I don't know, that fucking Four Loko orange seltzer thing that they had, that mango one, I think it's mango. It was mango seltzer. It was in the variety pack.
Oh,
We
yeah.
bought a Four Loko variety pack. And all
Everything
of them
was good except
but-
for the, was it the apple?
No, the apple was good. It was the grape that wasn't good.
Was it grape that wasn't good?
Yeah, I think it was grape. Maybe it wasn't that grape. It was. There was one
No,
that was
grape
like.
was good. There was it the blue one?
It was the blue raspberry one. That one was
That's
gross.
what it was.
Yeah.
The blue raspberry.
Because the apple one was good, the grape one was good, and then the 14% seltzer
Oh yeah.
was
that's
like
right.
fucking. It was like delicious.
It was really good.
Obviously, like.
14%.
Yeah,
Yikes.
they're rowdy.
That's a good way to get.
I mean, that's
turn
how they
the
had to
herd
turn the
unit.
Four Loko, and they had to get rid of the fucking caffeine in it.
It tastes really good. Yeah, the blue raspberry was the only one that was like really
It was gross.
like juice.
I threw the last one away because we didn't finish it.
Yeah. You ever had juice?
No, I don't think so.
That's gross.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
We've been trying
Fair
all
enough.
of the weird shit for sure.
We just go where like all the tall boys and shit are, and there was like
Right.
just it was JOOSE juice.
Whatever the cheap $4.
And they were fucking bad.
They're gross. There wasn't.
They're
one
all
that was
malt
good.
liquor, like.
You see that like one city like outlawed like mini bottles of booze?
You mean like shooters?
Yeah, they like got like they can't buy shooters anymore in this city. Like it was like this week. I just randomly saw it.
Huh.
Like I don't remember what city it was.
So how big of a bottle does it have to be now?
I think the smallest ones we're looking at 350s, which is
So
still
just a little.
flat size. So.
I would bet that is one of. I guess the reason like that's probably one of the most littered items that you see.
Yeah, I would.
Shooters?
I would agree with that
Yeah.
actually.
There's just a shit like that's people don't litter bigger bottles, like, but you see shooters crushed up inside of the road, they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
It is a big
Constantly.
waste item, honestly. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
because like again, like you get like a liter of let's say Fireball, like I have up there. It's $15. Just fucking buy a liter of it, and get yourself a fucking a decent fucking plastic flask if you're worried about like metal detectors.
what even like if you're gonna drink, fucking drink.
Well, we've always been about that life, but like there's a lady on my pool league.
There's people that do that shit on their lunch break.
Yeah, then be a man and get a big bottle and sneak a fucking shooter in. Commit. Don't be a fucking pussy.
I'm just saying.
There's a lady on my pool league team. She's like hammered after like 3 or 4 shots. Like, and she drinks tequila pretty much only. Usually it's in a rocks glass with rocks in it. But like after like 3 or 4 of them, she's just fucking toast. I mean, she's also like 65 and 100 pounds maybe.
Oh well.
I'm like, must be fucking nice.
Yeah, cheap date.
My pool league team is interesting. So it's me and V.
Yeah.
And then 2 65-ish year old ladies that are crazy. They're fucking rad.
Yeah.
And then 1 65-year-old man who has more energy than I don't know how. This man is like fucking hype all of the time.
Yeah.
Like 4 in the morning, he's fucking like fucking jamming. And I'm like, what in the fuck? He used to be a mail carrier. And he's just fucking jamming out. He's retired now, he doesn't give a fuck.
Nice.
Well, one of the 65-year-old ladies, she's got like a side-by-side, and she goes apeshit with it. And like, it's wild. Like, we were all like going to McDonald's like one time after like we like played at like a bar over here. And I was like, I'm sitting at,
Did they all go to the, wash closet to powder their nose? Or
Actually, not really.
no?
Mushrooms, totally, they're on board. But, like, the actual, like,
I mean, usually when people have, like, the crazy energy, it's usually...
I don't think so with him, to be honest.
No?
So, yeah. They're all 3 fucking pretty up here on it.
High on life?
Yeah, they just kind of love it. And I'm like, I love the enthusiasm, and I hope I'm there when I'm 30 more years.
Right.
I mean, one of the ladies, we went to like her house on the Christmas after I went to your house. I went over there, and her mom is still alive. Okay, this lady's 93 years old, and still fucking like
Dang.
cracking jokes and just being a fucking
Like at her own
Somebody
place?
grab-
yeah, just like fucking vibing. Yeah, just fucking the coolest grandma. She was like born in Belgium, and she was like the pictures came out. And she's still a pretty lady even at 93, like quite pretty. But like, damn, like back in the day.
Right.
Like, but she's also like kind of like, she's so wild. Like, she left her my pool league mate, my friend, dad, because he was too messy. That's the kind of lady she is, and just fucking, she's just ape shit. She was born in Belgium, like, just speaks like 7 languages, and it's just all over the fucking board. I'm like, I hope that like if I live that
7
long,
languages?
yeah.
Dang.
I mean, when you like, live in like Belgium too, and like
Yeah,
the
I suppose.
50s, and like that kind of motion, like you're gonna learn a lot of languages.
Yeah.
Because you're in that,
We didn't have
in the
Google
mix.
Translate yet.
Right. You kind of had to, otherwise
to.
you're like, cool, I'm just gonna stay in Belgium and speak Belgianese or whatever the fuck it is.
Belgian. Belgian? Belgianese.
Hey, old Belgianese, huh?
So like, I don't know what they speak there.
Just like Mandarin, but on that side.
It's just like German, but not.
I don't know what the actual like
German
language is
and
called.
Chinese, just fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a pretty funny like accent scenario, like a a Chinese immigrant and like German with that, because like we already the United States, we kind of make fun of it. Like my cousin, like her her mom, when Denise makes fun of it, it cracks me the fuck up. It is so fucking funny. It sounds just like her mom, who is Chinese, the whole thing. But like, could you imagine like that like grunty German style language with that on top of it? Because German already sounds like very like angry and all of those things already. So you're like, now let's add a weird like.
It's like when people say it's a romantic language. I'm like, I don't see that. But.
I don't know if I've ever like heard German being a romantic language, like, cause
Nazis and stuff.
But like, when you say like
it does
romantic
sound
language,
like kind
to
of
me
just
it's
aggressive.
more like
Spanish, French,
like French,
Italian.
Italian, Spanish.
Something with
yeah.
some exotic
Portuguese.
flair on it. not more like the German-Russian side. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
not super attractive.
The Russian language just cracks me up in general because like
It's fake. It's just hieroglyphics.
it kind of is like that older.
Is that a Russian?
Maybe.
Like I know it's no with the V's and U's that screams Norwegian to me. I'm thinking Geo. Guess or no. Somebody's going into that mode.
Maybe we should make a game where it's like, what is this language?
There you go.
That's a good way to get in trouble. But I'm down.
I love that there's like a ton of like different, like Northern European languages are very similar to that. Like you got like Swedish and Dutch and all those kind of languages are kind of like again like that rough brown. English is more German than it is anything else.
Yeah.
And it's one of those because it's just a brash language, and then we throw in all the random words like buffet or other French words or Spanish, all of those words, and so our language just sounds fucking dumb because we're like we can kind of understand other people because our language is based off all of the things.
And people try and learn it, and they're like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because English. That's." Why.
I mean, yeah, like it's like naked and baked. They're the same word with one letter change.
Naked and bacon. It's time to get naked.
Naked.
So yeah, like, and that makes no sense to anybody because it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or read or read or all of those, like they're just it's the same word, but like it's not.
Yeah.
You pronounce it differently depending on how you're using it. Like, what the fuck is that?
And then it means something else.
Like totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or this one's a current tense and a past tense situation.
Well, then how does
it's the same word.
But there's also things like there's red and red.
Yeah.
With the past tense and the color.
And they're spelled differently, but like
yeah.
they
sound
you
the same.
you pronounce them exactly the same.
Yeah, we have a very dumb language for sure.
Or the fucking like imagine somebody like when you learn a foreign language, there's the difference of we don't do like the masculine and feminine stuff that a lot of those languages do.
Right.
But we have like 6 theirs.
You're right. And they're all spelled totally different. They mean all different things.
You say them all exactly the same.
Well, it's like when I was learning French, I was like, it's different, but it's like okay, it makes sense. Like some other languages does it, but we're the only one that does that. So imagine this foreign person learning English, and what the fuck do you mean there's 6 theirs?
Well, and like there's, there is some languages that do similar things. Like you take Arabic, and there's like a billion different ways to say the same thing, but like you just like it has different context depending on how it's ordered. Like the words are all the same, but the order is different, and but it means something totally different. And you're like,
oh,
why?
If you change up the order.
Yeah, if you change up the order, like our languages, like or Spanish, you like El Gordo Hombre, like is like if you change it as like if you change the order around, it's just fat man or large man. If you change it around, but like in like Arabic, if you change it, move certain words around, it changes the whole thing.
That's annoying.
Yeah. That's why I like that language. Like I lived with the Saudis for a little while, so like I can understand it more than I can like speak it out.
What's one of those other languages?
I know bad words. That's
just
about it.
Doesn't sound great. I'm thinking of like Hebrew. That's another aggressive kind of sound.
It is a very aggressive language, and there might be a reason why many societies have not liked them.
Isn't Yiddish pretty weird too?
Yiddish is. As far as I know of Yiddish, because like my friend Ian, his later years in the Navy, he was translator of Yiddish to English.
That's
really?
Cool as fuck.
What?
The orange is the best.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the orange is the word.
You fucked up. I mean, you got to taste a good one first, but you got to finish up with these. That's great.
That's okay.
I like that. I wish there was a 12-pack of that.
Fair enough.
But even, I guess I'm not surprised because even like Bud Light Orange is pretty good too.
I kind of like the Bud Light Orange and Bud Light Lime. They're kind of good.
Yeah, like lime's good too, but like being the Bud Light, I'd rather have a normal BLL versus this citrus soda. It's supposed to be lime, but
Well, again, it's the seltzer scenario, so.
Yes, Bud Light Limes are good.
I mean, my thing is, like, I bought, like, I kind of like, I'm back on the Bud Light Platinum train, to be honest.
Yeah, fancy man.
Yeah, the same price as what these ones were.
Yeah, it's platinum.
And they are 7% or 6% or whatever. Bud Lights is one of those, like, those beers that, like,
Doesn't let you down.
it is the same beer everywhere you are.
Right.
And it's never,
It's that familiar face.
yeah, it's never out of pocket to drink a Bud Light.
Yeah, you
You
can
know,
do it anywhere.
Anywhere. Nobody's gonna, like, give you a ton of shit except for supreme beer snobs, which,
So you drink Bud Light.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's water.
I also don't spend like $18 on a 6-pack.
It's funny that, like, we also can, like, we can like those expensive ass beers too. You know, obviously me and Dan dabble in expensive ass beers too. You know, like sours are my absolute favorite beer, and they are the most expensive.
But I'm also totally fine with a Bud Light.
Right.
I think those beers are better to just like enjoy.
Coors Banquet, sure.
Like if I plan on like drinking, I don't want anything nice.
If I want to get hammered, actually, I will do like nice beers because they get you fucked up.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to get like those like the blood orange from Bloody Good from Rally King, that beer fucking trashes me every fucking time I drink it. It's so fucking good. I love that beer. It's so good. But if you go to the brewery and have like 8 of them, like
That's a lot.
you're gonna
Like,
crash.
yeah, like,
You're gonna crash your bike like Seth did in the middle of the street and knock yourself out.
it's great.
Like,
It's fucking dope.
so yeah, it's one of those motions where like if I want to get like real fucked up, I'll definitely start with sours. And
Yeah, it's cheaper, I think, if you just do like a couple good beers and then switch to the cheap shit.
Oh yeah. But I mean, I could also pound a 24-pack of fucking PBR too and let it rip.
Right?
So,
Yeah, that's true too. But then I'll usually just get full.
yeah.
That's my problem there, is like, you'd be like,
That's like
8 or 10 in, and you're like, man, I'm just full now.
when I went to Maine years ago, like the first time I was out there,
Yeah.
I went over like for mine and Evan's birthday. And on my birthday, we bought all of the breakage beers from this place that Evan used to go to. So it's basically $1 a beer.
No,
We
like
got-
tinted or whatever.
Yeah,
stuff.
they just weren't in boxes or whatever, and so we just you know, at the time we didn't make a ton of money, both of us. We just kind of like piled up the situation, and I had at least 30 of them. And then, you know, this is like right after I worked at the bar, you know, the year after I broke my legs, that kind of shit. So like,
Yeah.
I was in my heavy drinking days still, and I drank like 30 of them and like a bottle of Jameson. I'm like, man, I am
Jesus.
just fucking like full, and I'm like, I'm drunk, but not like birthday drunk. Like, and that wasn't that we almost got Charlie to fucking eat a roach too. No, like a weed, like he was like, because that was like kind of like dabbled into it a little bit. He was like, oh yeah, totally. And then like he was like, you know, so it was all high. You know, it's fucking 1 in the morning. You know, here because it's 3 in the morning there, and he was all fucking high and drunk, and I was like, hey, just fucking eat it.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah, when I was out there this year, like I didn't really get like drunk because like I just without anybody else is partying around, you know, partying with me, like, you know, we go in the breweries, like you just get tired after fucking 4 breweries. You're like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm just tired. I'm just tired of drinking. It's fine.
Or
And I want to be at a bar like I want shots. I want the deal because I'm from Colorado.
Or you get hammered by yourself and you end up in the mud in the middle of Kansas somewhere crying. That's also a possibility.
That was such a funny scenario.
I've never found myself in that situation.
Me either, but I've heard about it. It's pretty weird.
I've definitely been hammered by myself a few
And
times.
by heard about it, I mean they had to tell me about it because I don't remember.
Oh, it was you.
Yeah, it was him.
Yes.
You
So-
did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like.
Where did you start? Or did you start here?
No. We were out in Goodland, Kansas.
Oh, you were already in Kansas.
Yes.
Okay.
So we were
The
already
story
there.
would have been a lot better
If I just got there.
if you like.
It's like Hangover, but like no budget.
The lack of budget hangover.
Yeah, so we were out there for like it was Thanksgiving with all of Michaela's sisters.
Okay.
All their boyfriends, husbands, whatever.
Right.
And I was ready to like go, and then like we're a bunch of younger adults, so we can have like a nice dinner and let's drink a little bit. Let's have some fun. No one else was on board.
Oh.
But that did not stop me.
So you're like, let's go to the liquor store. I'm gonna buy myself a bottle.
Oh, there was already booze. So you know the little mini kegs of Christmas ale that break?
Oh yeah.
So all that.
Like a whole one?
Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
We brought one of those to the party. We brought a bottle of sake. One of the other groups brought
It was like
this.
2 gallons or something.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So, one of the other couples brought like this. It's really good like cinnamon whiskey.
It's like 5,000 calories. It's like
They're just like normal beers and stuff.
Yeah.
But I went through most of that bottle of sake and that whole keg. Plus there was Fireball getting thrown around, that other cinnamon whiskey getting thrown around, some other stuff. But I drank that whole barrel, which is, I think, I did the math, it was like 16 or 17 16-ounce beers.
Sounds about right.
So I finished all that, having a good time, and all of a sudden I wake up in my underwear in the morning.
Not having
with
a
the
good
grilled
time.
cheese. I love that part of it too.
Maybe
I was
grilled
with
cheese.
it. So I did not have the grilled cheese. So what happened was I got like bad, and he can explain the part when I called because I still don't remember. They have to tell me every time because I was blacked out. But yeah, so Dorothy was there. That's why they were all being adults and I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
And they go to put Dorothy down, and I want to help, and I'm fucking gone.
You're like falling over and shit.
Yeah, but I want to help. In the meantime, they were trying to get me some food to try to maybe
sober up a little bit.
A little
maybe,
bit.
Yeah.
And they made me a grilled cheese.
Okay.
And I was messing around in the room while they were trying to put Dorothy down. They eventually kicked me out. Whatever night goes on. When they woke up, her sister was laying on my grilled cheese. I left it in their bed.
I thought you were gonna tell me you like put it in your pocket or something. Just
No, I left it in somebody
Those are my
else's.
thoughts.
I left it in some, yeah,
Right?
I left it in somebody else's bed, and they woke up on it.
Imagine waking
But-
up and being like, oh, what is that?
And then the only other thing I remember is asking one of Michaela's other sisters to slap me. I did that too.
Did they?
Yes.
All right. So
And then-
you woke up.
But yeah,
And then
so,
apparently I went outside at some point. And like, so where they live, it's in Goodland, which is a little city, but
Yeah.
it's nowhere Kansas.
Yeah.
Went to the liquor store. They only took cash. I had to run to the other end of town, which is like 2 blocks away,
Whoa.
to fucking to go use the ATM to get cash just to go buy booze.
Okay. And they sold
Small.
you booze. So you stumbled to the liquor store
No, this
and
is
they
before
said,
all that happened. I'm just
"Oh, okay.
I'm
I
just
thought this was like
describing the
after."
kind of town that is.
Okay,
It's
right.
still small Kansas town. And their backyard, there's no fences, no anything. It's just like, at the time it was fall. It was November, we were Thanksgiving, so the grass was dead, and then it just rained or whatever, so it was muddy as shit. Apparently at some point, I black out and go outside and call these fucks. Like, depressed.
yeah, so he calls Seth, who's with me.
Are you in the yard still, or
I'm,
did you like wander off?
so apparently during this, I'm in the yard, on my knees, in the mud, like another low budget romance movie.
And you call these guys.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
calls Seth, who's with me, and that's when me, Seth, and Amanda went to Black Star Game.
Oh, okay.
So we're on our way to pick, like, we're on your street in Johnstown,
Yeah.
like, to pick Amanda up, and he calls, like, not like bawling, but like near
Kind of
that.
sobbing.
Yeah, like that, like, I'm like, yeah. Not quite that, but like very much like the I miss you guys, because we hadn't really seen him a lot once Dorothy was born, that kind
Yeah.
of shit. So, you know, it was one of those motions where it was like, he was like, I miss you guys, like all this stuff, and so me and Seth are like just trying to like be like, what the fuck is going on for one? Like, we didn't know where he was.
So
Right.
I thought, I thought I was lost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was in the backyard. with like under the porch
Of the
light.
house that you came out of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this whole time.
Oh, I think we got the bots. That's a problem.
Yeah. So, like, I'm in the backyard, within the radius of the porch light, And apparently this whole time Jessica and Michaela were like looking at me.
Oh, okay.
So I was not lost, but I
So
thought
they're just watching you.
Yeah.
Lose your shit out there.
Yes.
We're just gonna leave him out there for a bit.
Yeah.
You know, there is those mental breakdowns too. You know, because again, you kind of disappeared. Like I think I saw you like twice in that 6-month period between there, and it was just one of those motions where it's like, I miss my friend situation, which is a perfectly acceptable situation to be in. And this is one of those. We were just like, how do we deal? Like again, he thinks it's lost. We're like, should we call Michaela? Like how are like? And then you hear her in the background. You're like, okay, you're not lost. You're just oblivious. Right? So like literally halfway to Denver, we talked to us the whole time, just random shit. And Michaela's like, like it's okay. Like, I got him now. He's calmed down. We're okay. And I was like, all right, well we're good. It was just
out.
Yeah, I just needed to get it out, and that was just that motion.
There was that. It kind of sucked because that was the first time Michaela had ever seen me get like hammered drunk. And usually I'm not like that when I get drunk.
Right.
But I'm also usually not by myself getting drunk. So it was like 7 buzzed adults, 1 hammered dipshit situation. Who also happens to be the only father at the gathering.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
That was when he realized he also like needs to have friends and be around his friends, not just dad mode for sure.
Right.
And there is a time to have dad mode and do dad things, but you gotta also have your friends. Otherwise, you're just start hating your life just because you're not having a good time. Mm-hmm. Even if you do love the people you're around, your wife and your kid, you love them obviously.
Yeah.
But like at some point, you just have to get away from it. And I tell my other friends that have kids and wives and shit, like you gotta make time for yourselves. Date night for sure. Like you can't just be mom and dad. Like
well, then even take solo time too. Like, it's funny if Michaela has to go to the store, that's her personal time.
Yeah.
She'll go after Dorothy's asleep. She's like between 7 and 8. She'll go, or sometimes she'll go before that and just leave me with her and put her down, which is fine. Dude, she goes to King Soopers for like 2-3 hours. She's like, that's her.
I'm trying to be in King Soopers for like 15 minutes.
No, she'll go there. She'll stop at Starbucks. She'll get a nice little coffee. She'll take her time. That's like
whatever. Yeah, I mean, if
her
that's
time to.
Yeah, if that
she
works
loves
for
doing
her.
like the meal prepping thing, so she'll go and find all this cool food. Like that's her personal time. And every time I forget that, and every time I'll call her like an hour and a half in, I was like, "Are you okay? I thought you were going to the grocery store." She's like, "Yeah, but this is my time." I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, cool."
Right. Well, she has that whole. She's around kids, 100% of the other time.
Yeah, constantly.
So, all the time. It's like, take it.
Yeah. No, that's you have to do it. Otherwise,
she lets me do stuff like this, and then she does her things, and
and she's. I love when she comes too. Michaela's fucking a dope person.
She will be here for the next one.
It's our birthdays. Yeah. All of us. So.
Yeah, my mom calls me out of the blue one day. She's like, yeah, so for February we're thinking we get together on the 11th. I've already talked to your brother, so that's when we're meeting. She's like, no one talked to me about it.
And you're like, nah.
I've already got plans. She said, oh, really? I was like, yeah, you didn't even fucking ask me. You just assumed that no. That's my friend's actual birthday. Like, I know it's your birthday. It's also mine. And Michaela's. There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
But that's his actual birthday. We're doing the podcast that day. So, no, I can't make it.
Yeah.
But she's still getting used to. She's lucky that me and my brother still live close. He's
Right.
only in Wiggins, and I'm obviously 10 minutes up the road. So she's still getting used to the whole not being around all the time thing. I think.
Well, you guys are both at the age now where again it's a little bit more independent, more.
We both have our own
Yeah.
family, not only
you're
wives
doing your own
but kids.
shit. Yeah.
We're both doing that. So we've got our own shit going on, plus job, plus normal life now.
Yeah.
Adult parent life. And she tries it, which is fine. Once a month we try to get together and do a dinner or something. If it doesn't work, me and Gary are like, well, next month. We're just busy. That's what it is. And she gets devastated by that. Which I get, for seeing him, that's cool because she sees Dorothy all the time.
Right. She's close by you guys.
Right. So if we need a babysitter, we give her all the options first. She's 10 minutes away, so it's super close to hang out whenever.
Right. And she's a definitely involved grandma for sure. So.
Yeah, and then Garrett's not that far either, but he's an hour away. And I was like, Mom, you could go out there whenever you want, and time and just go see him.
Right.
Like, not everybody has that ability. Like, yeah, it's an hour away, but it's an hour to Wiggins.
Right, it's not like a bad
It's
drive.
not an hour down to Denver or an
Right.
hour
You don't have to
in
like.
the city.
There's a little bit of
You're going
traffic.
out
It's
to
like crazy.
nowhere.
Yeah.
The traffic's great.
Right.
So that's what she.
I mean, my
Still
mom was
like
a little special on the timings of shit
With the
all
holidays,
the time, but
yeah, with the holidays, she is like she really wants to celebrate on the day. I'm trying to convince her that doesn't fucking matter either. It doesn't matter what day we meet up for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, whatever. It's just
Right.
getting together. We don't have to do it.
well, and that's
on the actual
that's
day.
just one of those motions where like I've always been the person too when it comes to like it's time to party. It doesn't matter. We don't need a fucking reason.
Right?
We're just here together.
Just time to
We're
have a
doing
good
our
time.
things, and that's I want to be around my people too. Like like I'm lucky that like my sister's husband Dan over here is one of my best friends. It has been for fucking 20 years, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So like it just it works out that way that you get along with your brother and I get along with my siblings. I have friends that do not get along with their siblings great at all, and you're like, not me. My parents kind of suck, but it's okay.
Hey, whatever.
And as my mom has aged too, she's gotten a little bit better about trying to be like around and stuff, which is good. But my dad
Right.
still doesn't give a fuck at all. So to have a parent that does care, that grandma or grandpa or whatever that does care and wants to be around is excellent, I think.
Yeah, makes a difference.
Yeah, huge. I think on that one, we're at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, yeah.
I've been having a good time. I'm glad that we got to come back and do podcasts, and
Yeah.
I think the month to month scenario will be a good choice. Still make it a thing, and
For sure.
we'll get it promoted a little bit more so our friends can be prepared to be available on the other side.
Yeah.
But yeah, next month is the 11th, my actual birthday, so it should be a fucking shit show. Last year was kind of a shit show. There was too many fucking people here.
Well, that's what, because we were talking about that again. Mikkel's like, I was about to start talking to everybody and do this thing we did last time. I was like, don't do that.
We had I think I was here last year
Yeah.
for your birthday, wasn't
Everybody was here.
It was fun.
Yeah, there was a lot of us
It
here.
was fun, but for podcast purposes, it was too much.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's
was
go.
hard.
Let's do the podcast. Let's have fun with a little group, and then we can go out and do it.
Right, and I think that's what we're gonna do the Sandy night tonight. We're gonna plans afterwards because I like the hour and a half
good plan.
scenario, and
Yeah.
so we can go out and do
But I was
things.
like,
And
do not invite 20 people over again, because there's no point in doing the podcast. It's
Yeah,
just
it
too
was-
much.
there was so much, and don't get me wrong, it was a fucking
It
ball.
was a lot of fun. but
I had a blast last time, but it was like I need to cut it down because we're starting to get drunk out. We're gonna say some shit
Yeah.
that nobody needs to hear.
Yep.
and then half the time it was like watching a Nest Cam of a party going on somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that at some point, but I also want to have some content and some shit to talk about.
I still want to do. We should do we need to pick a time frame or whatever, but we need to do some sort of beer Olympics thing.
I'm down for
We'll
that.
just that. The camera's on it, but we're doing tournament style games.
I'm down again.
Weird
sure.
parody Olympics
It
bullshit.
could be again. I'm down to stream for anything. To be perfectly honest, one of my other friends' sisters was like, "Hey, we should do a hot one thing on your thing." I was like, "Well, come do it whenever you want. It doesn't have to be on my scheduled times. We can just throw it together."
Yeah.
It's one of those things now this podcast is gonna be monthly and that thing. But if we want to stream and do other shit at the same time, totally, let's do it.
That was fun. We did that at our house once. We had, I don't know, 15 or 20 different
Right.
sauces, and we got wings,
Mhm.
and we made wings, and then
That was here, wasn't it?
No,
No,
it was
at
at
his house.
at our
We
house.
did film it, but not a lot of it made it up at the time because I wasn't super
So
into
we did
streaming.
a similar thing for a Super Bowl one time at your house.
Yeah, we did it here. On Super Bowl, we did that one. You were here for that too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm down to make wings or do whatever. I've now moved this one to this scenario because I think that I want to continue doing it the way that we are.
Yeah.
And if we want to do other things, I am very available to do other things.
Doing a hot ones would be really funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if we had a roasty type person like Sean doing an interview while we're all eating. Just
I think that would be
But that's some
pretty...
fucked up
I think what we
questions.
should do is like, if we do something like that, like we can do like a regular hot one, like all of the things or whatever. But we should do one where there's like, it's the gauntlet. It's just a bunch of really hot shit. And there's like 10 of them, and that's when like that roast moment comes during that. So everybody's fucked the whole time.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
It's like a bunch of different flavors,
just super
but all hot.
like
as fuck.
super fucking hot.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Imagine.
It's like what's the one that Sean does with the Hot Ones Truth or Dare? It's kind of like that situation where they're all just like everybody's fucked for fucking 2 hours.
Or imagine like picture like this is a little extra, but like if you had a table, like super long fucking table, and there's like 30 wings escalating in heat, and just like this crazy fucking setup.
Yeah, I mean I'm down.
But all
Because
hot.
wings are fucking gravy to do. They're like honestly very easy to make and do, and they're inexpensive too. So it's one of those like you just get a pile of oil and a pile of shit and just keep fucking shoveling them out and just making the thing. And I'm totally down.
You got enough people, it's just 10 bowls of wings, just fucking grab one from the first bowl.
Yeah.
You're nuts.
You can do that. And again, stream it
That'd be
separately. We don't have this. I can just fucking put a video together. And do
So
the
you
whole
just
thing.
record it, we don't even stream it, just record it, make a video out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I have. Who is this? Hitting the doorway.
Probably a bitch.
Hello?
What?
It's probably time for us to go, huh? Isn't that show
Yeah.
start?
Oh, there's.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, she's doing the comedy show with us.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Shut up. I'm just surprised to see you like
really?
here.
Hi. Hi, Gamora.
Yeah, we were just.
Are you gonna drink your cola one?
No.
Okay.
Hand me the orange one and we'll drink that. But yeah,
I
we're about to wrap up here.
I started drinking at like 2 while I was still working.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can't do that.
Okay, well, for this podcast, I think we're gonna be over.
Yeah.
We got to clean up a couple things. I'm not sure how my dog's gonna deal with the cords over here when we're gone.
We can pick them up real quick.
Right, we'll just do the microphones and like that kind of shit.
We'll just pick them up real quick.
But it's good to be back, to be perfectly honest.
It is nice.
It's very
It's very
nice.
nice.
So we'll see you next month for sure. I'm probably gonna start game streaming again, probably this week.
I might just start throwing it up whenever. I'm over having a schedule or whatever, but if we're gonna be doing it, and I'm playing a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun with Fortnite. I hopped on yesterday,
It's
nobody else was on, and I still played.
It's
I usually don't play by myself.
It's pretty fun.
Like shooter games, I'll go find some weird little indie campaign or whatever to do.
Yeah, I don't know why that game is fun, but it's fun. And
Oh my, it's.
we've been having a ball with Fortnite.
We
honestly.
don't even do like the building aspect because now there's weapons in there that can burn down whatever the fuck they build.
Yeah.
So you just throw it at it and just burn it down.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm gonna cut it here.
Yeah.